It's the second event of the 2023 Rose Ladies Series, and we're here at the stunning links of Southport and Ainsdale. In the opener of the series just down the coast at West Lancashire Golf Club, it was Gabs Cowley who came out on top with her 5th career Rose Series win. All of the venues of the 2023 series are outstanding, and Southport and Ainsdale is up there with the best. It's the first time this revered links has hosted a Rose Ladies event. Hello and welcome to Southport and Ainsdale Golf Club. After the excitement of West Lancs, we can't wait for another great day's golf today. Now, this club is known for its rich history, none more so than its Ryder Cup room. So let's take you inside for a little look. The club has hosted 2 Ryder Cups way back in the 1930s. In 1933, it was Great Britain who came up trumps before the United States responded in 1937 to be the first to record a victory away from home. The club's history dates back to 1906, and the venue has hosted many events since.
When I saw this, Southport Ainsdale, never played there, I'd love to go and play it. I didn't predict this weather though, so now I'm a little bit terrified because I haven't had a card in my pocket since the Aussie Open in December, so who knows where it's going to go. If I break 100, I might have a little grin off the 18th.
With nearly 90 professional wins to her name, Dame Laura Davies has achieved so much in the game. In comparison, Scotland's Louise Duncan turned pro last July. The women's amateur champion of 2 years ago is enjoying being in the pro ranks.
Yeah, it's definitely a change. Playing for money now as well, it's a bit exciting. It's been a good transition so far, and I'm looking forward to the next few years as well.
Well, I just love any links golf. You know, it tests your strategy as much as anything, and especially on a day like today, we're going to have crosswinds into. It's going to be everything. So, strategy will be a huge part of it because you're in a fairway bunker on a links course, you know you're in trouble.
Later in the show, we'll feature a great initiative that'll hopefully inspire future generations. But for now, let's head to the golf where there is a true mix of experience in this field. Here are your commentators, Kit Alexander and Sophie Walker.
Thank you, George. Well, as you can see from that flag furiously flapping, the players are going to have their work cut out today. 4-time major champion Dame Laura Davies went out in 43 strokes, but she got her back nine off to a better start with this absolute dart at the 10th.
Davies hadn't been able to practice too much with her television commitments, but did manage a 2 after that wonderful shot.
Hayley Davis was tied 3rd at West Lancs in the first event. She got this one to stand to attention at the 309-yard 4th to set up a par, but she would slide to +2 with a bogey at the 6th.
2021 Women's Amateur Champion Louise Duncan playing alongside the Dame. She stroked this par save in at 4 and would make the turn in 3 over par.
Jay Bowers recovered from a bogey at the par 3 first with a birdie 4 at 2, and she went back to get under par by draining this at 3. Unfortunately, she dropped 4 shots in the next 3 holes in the howling wind.
Whitney Hillier was tied 3rd at West Lancs, and her solid golf continued here at S&A. A consistent front 9 of 8 pars and just 1 drop shot had her out in 1 over par.
Alice Hewson made a steady start with 3 pars before picking up her first birdie of the day by knocking her approach tight at 4. 3 subsequent bogeys would see her 38 on the front 9.
Cumberwell Park's Sarah G made the perfect start with birdies at 1 and 2. She parred the 3rd and got up and down by putting from the back fringe of the 4th to stay at -2.
4 more pars in the bag for Sarah G, and she's top of the leaderboard at -2 through 8 holes. Jane Turner made a 2 at the opening hole and sits 1 shot behind.
There's no shortage of beauty here at Southport and Ainsdale, and we've made it out to one of the par 3s. It's the 10th hole, measuring 156 yards, and they call it the chair. However, this chair is certainly not comfortable in these conditions. The green is slightly elevated, the pin is at the back left on a little plateau, and hopefully there's a bit of backstop for the players, but today the wind is absolutely humming over their left shoulder, so there's nothing comfortable and nothing easy out on course today.
Alice Hewson on the tee there at the 10th. George has shown us how to play it.
23 on, 5 from the left-hand side this pin.
It's absolute beauty, straight at it. She's been in good form, Hewson. 2nd in Kenya at the start of the year on the LET. Now Hillier.
Fiance Ben is actually caddying for Alice Hewson in this group. And another solid reply. Been working hard with Stuart Brewer on her game.
Rachel Goodall chipping from the right-hand side of the 9th green, and you can see how much the wind affected just a short shot like that. A good 8 feet left for par. She's been working hard on her short game with coach Dan Whitaker. It's definitely a day to stay warm and fed.
She once again opting for the putter. You can do this on the links golf courses, can't you? Hasn't judged the bank very well at all, so a lengthy putt to come for her to avoid the first bogey of the day.
Hillier found the heart of this 10th green, this to get back to level par. A little bit fiery from the Aussie there. Easy to get sucked into that and leave yourself a bit of length coming back, as Goodall's got for par here.
Well, this one will be slow into the wind from left to right. Well holed.
Short game is going to be so important today in these tough conditions. It's the par saves that could be as important as the birdies, but Hewson has a look here at 10.
You can see the flag flapping up over the tier. Try to bash it through the break, not quite there.
You can see with a few of these parts, the greens maybe a little bit quicker than the girls are expecting, rolling so smoothly.
Well, I mentioned she hadn't dropped a shot all day. This to go out in -2. And that is an incredible front 9 from G.
Huge, that all-important word, momentum, isn't it? And she has kept it with that.
Hillier has 4 feet left for her part. It's been such a solid week for the Aussie. Only dropped 3 shots at West Lancs and only 1 here today so far.
Hewson unlucky with that firm lip out just to finish up for par to stay at +2.
Wedding dress shopping tomorrow, so I expect to see Alice in some slightly different attire.
G keeps hold of that 1-shot advantage, but Hillier is staying within touching distance. Anything around par, a really good score in these 25-mile-per-hour winds. Now it's G's turn to go at this slightly elevated 10th green.
She didn't quite catch that one. Another long putt to come. She'll be hoping for that same judgment as she had on the front 9. Goodall next to play. Can she learn from that? Has to get it back there. 156 yards.
She's eyeing it up and down. And spot on for distance. Just about 15 feet right of the flag. Left for her birdie. Absolutely stunning links here at S&A, and it'll be co-hosting the Amateur Championship with Hillside a little later this year. So as well as these Rose Ladies professionals, the best amateurs in the world will be doing battle here. A long one from G from the front of 10 for birdie.
Needs to sit down. Well, misjudged the first shot. It was short. The second one smashes it past the hole. You can see the look on her face. Oh no, trying to save par.
We're in the wind territory where it's affecting the putts as well as the long shots, isn't it?
Similar style of putt that she made on 9, back up the hill, left to right. Not to be this time. That will be a par for Goodall.
28th at West Lancs in the first event of the season, so just looking to warm up and find a bit of form to take into the rest of the year. You like those sausage rolls, don't you, Soph?
Halfway house here. Make sure you head inside and grab yourself a sausage roll.
Oh, that is another absolutely huge par save from Sarah G. So she stays at -2. Making hard work of it, though.
But knows how important an under par score is today.
Goodall just taps in for her par as well. Not quite taking advantage of that fine tee shot. There's nothing wrong with pars today, though, as G and Turner hold their ground at the summit. Laura Beveridge has birdied 7 to join the group at 1 over par. Who's going to claim the first Rose Ladies Series title at Southport and Ainsdale?
Welcome back. Before we head to the action, I just wanted to tell you about a competition that the Rose Ladies Series is running in conjunction with Women in Golf.
There we go.
Kate and Justin are passionate about growing the game and supporting junior golf, so organised a competition with Women in Golf for juniors to come from all over the UK. They all enjoyed a front row seat at West Lancs and here at Southport and Ainsdale, where they received goodie bags and a personal Q&A with Gabs Cowley and Hayley Davis as they continue to increase the exposure of women's professional golf.
Absolutely brilliant to see the players inspiring the next generation. Hayley Davis won twice on the Rose Ladies Series last year. It wasn't her day at S&A, but she did finish on a high with this birdie for an 80.
No win for Laura Davis to add to her incredible CV, but she did finish with a par, a round of 82, and another world-class golf course ticked off her list.
Two-time LET winner Felicity Johnson enjoyed a good back 9 with 7 pars and 1 bogey. This spinny approach on 18 produced another par and a 4 over total.
Whitney Hillier traded 1 birdie with 2 bogeys on the inward half. The Australian had this birdie chance to get into the clubhouse at 1 over, but had to settle for a round of 74.
The leader, Sarah G, got to 3 under with a birdie on the par 5 11th, but 3 bogeys in the next 4 holes had her back at even. This was a massive par save on 16 to keep her on top.
Aberdeen's Laura Beveridge was a runner-up on the Ladies European Tour last year. She bogeyed the 10th, but picked up shots on 11 and 13 to be even par through 16 holes.
Another bogey at the tough 17th, and G has dropped out of the lead, which is now shared by Laura Beveridge, Anna Dawson and Jane Turner. This is going to be a nail-biting finish. The final par 5 is known as the Gumbleys. Here's George.
Welcome to the 16th hole, an absolute brute of a par 5 and their signature hole. Today it's into the teeth, so this humongous bunker and hill will not be in play, but what it does is it makes it a very blind second shot. So come over the hill and we'll see where they're going. So once you've navigated all 10 bunkers on this hole, you get to an elevated green which is very undulating, and that back left pin is not easy. So take your par and get out of here.
Anna Dawson, we're looking for birdie on 16, but she's a long way from the flagstick.
Had just under 190 yards, hit 6 iron to here. Flag today, 29 yards on, and how about that for judgment?
Yeah, cracking touch from the 22-year-old. Now Sarah G, only been a pro since 2020, relatively inexperienced. Final approach.
54-degree wedge, 72 yards. Maybe a touch of adrenaline in that one.
Yeah, a little bit downwind as well. Just couldn't get that rip back of spin that she was looking for, but it is a birdie chance. Anna Dawson for her par on 16. And in it goes on a green that's seen plenty of drama over the years, notably Di Reese beating Byron Nelson here in the Ryder Cup in 1937.
Dropped 4 shots in 6 holes on this back 9G. This would be a welcome birdie and set the clubhouse lead.
Always just slightly on the low side. Maybe just got a little bit defensive on this back 9, seeing her name at the top of the leaderboard.
It's all new experiences for Sarah. Very good round of golf, 73, and she'll have to wait and see, is it enough?
Yeah, excellent in these windy conditions, and she won't be going anywhere just yet. Anna Dawson, one of the players who can beat Sarah G, but the 17th is the second longest par 4 on the course, and she leaked her 6-iron approach right. It was a demanding leave, short-sided over the bunker. She couldn't get up and down, and the bogey dropped her to +1. Beveridge is another player to fall foul of 17, and a bogey for Turner on 15 means it's a 4-way tie on 1 over par. A penny for Sarah G's thoughts sitting in the clubhouse.
Well, Laura Beveridge needs birdie on 18 to take the lead. Lob wedge from 85 yards. That upslope is her friend. It's the perfect number for the Scot. And it's the perfect approach shot in. That for birdie.
Well, that is an absolute beauty, isn't it? Just using the natural contours of this links to spin it towards the hole. And that photographer waiting for perhaps the winning moment. Beveridge switched to the claw grip in 2020. Does it work for her here?
Yes, it does. Birdie on the last. And we have a new leader, Laura Beveridge, with a round of 72, all smiles.
That is clutch, exactly how you see it in your dreams the night before, the birdie at 18. But it's not quite got the win in the bag yet, because this girl could equal her with a birdie to get into the clubhouse on the same score.
87 yards for Dawson, 55-degree wedge. Looking to do exactly the same as Beveridge. And she's got a chance.
Yeah, she's full of confidence. A win at the Roehampton Gold Cup just a couple of weeks ago, so she knows what it feels like to be in this position recently. Great to see the fans out here at S&A as well. Really well attended this event. Is this going to give them something to cheer?
Back down the hill. From left to right, it grabs a piece. We have a tie at the top.
Well, that is brilliant stuff. She knew exactly what she needed to do, and she did it. You can see the smile now creeping across her face. Doing the Isle of Man proud, Anna Dawson. Jane Turner parred 16 and 17, so she had this birdie putt from a couple of feet into the fringe to tie as well. It was a bold effort, but she made the one coming back for a 73. Billy Joe Smith birdied 14 and bogeyed 16. The highlight of her round was a rare birdie on 17, courtesy of this putt. She parred 18 to finish on +2. Kylie Henry had the slightest chance of joining those on level par if she could have holed her approach on 18, but it settled 20 feet right of the pin. Sadly, no birdie, and also a 74. Two excellent even par rounds for Laura Beveridge and Anna Dawson in brutally windy weather means the second Rose Ladies Series event of 2023 will be decided by a playoff. It's sudden death, so having the honour on the par 3 first could be vital. And it's Beveridge to play first, Sophie.
A 7-iron for Beveridge, went into from the left. And if you take the honour, you must hit the green. Start it left edge, let it drift on the wind. And that has drifted far too much. Advantage lost.
So a big opportunity for Anna Dawson here. Normally you'd want to be going first, but looks like second's the better here, Sophie.
Well, I think you can learn on a par 3 kit. You can see how strong that wind actually is. You might not be able to feel it from the tee box. 7-iron also for Dawson.
Looks like it might be heading a little bit left. Oh, it's big left. Oh, that's so difficult from there.
Especially as it's downwind and that bunker to come over.
So we're going to get a great view here of where those 2 tee shots are. You can see that bunker front right. That is where Beveridge has ended up. Way left of the bunkers, up on the mound, is Anna Dawson, and the pin today, front left, downwind. There's nothing in her favour here, is there?
Absolutely not. She's landing it downhill also. It's hard to get stop, isn't it?
Oh my word, it's got between the bunkers. Oh, this could be good now.
Well, I think that's as good as she can do from there. You would take that over to you, Laura Beveridge. No wonder she's got a smile on her face. A lucky shot.
Yeah, I tell you what, if that's what she meant to do, it was very, very brave.
The perfect lie for Beveridge, back into the breeze. She can use the slope also to trickle it down towards the hole. A great view there.
Very nicely played, but perhaps didn't quite get the little scoop forward she was expecting off the downslope of the bunker. So neither player guaranteed their 3, as the crowds who've hung around here for this playoff in what is now quite a pleasant evening watch on.
Bold attempt, but it's going to leave Beveridge with a chance to win here at S&A.
I just wonder if she's lost her turn there. It's close. She's run that a good 4 or 5 feet past, and well, it is Beveridge. So it's this to win.
Right to left for a 3 and the victory.
Right in the centre, and the drinks are on Laura Beveridge as the 34-year-old claims her first Rose Lady Series title with a par 3 at the first playoff hole. Good to see a smile from Anna Dawson as well after what's still a great result. Beveridge received the trophy from captains Diane Gillespie and Derek Pilkington.
It's fantastic. This is only my second Rose Series event. I played on Tuesday at West Lancs, and it didn't go so well. So I'm glad that I was able to come out today and put a good score together.
Well, there are the celebration. Laura Beveridge has beaten Anna Dawson in an exciting playoff. It wasn't enough in regulation. This Rose Lady Series gets better and better. We can't wait to see you next week in Wentworth.